Welcome to SNT's 10 and 10, where you get the top 10 space news stories in less than 10 minutes. On this week's show,
Blaze Star go boom, disaster for Odin's probe, stock prices plummet, Core Booster 15 sitting all alone, Firefly nails it, next on SNT.
60 seconds.
This week, coming in at number 10, SpaceX moved Booster 15 to Launch Pad A at Starbase on February 25th. Without its hot staging ring mounted, the HSR was actually on a rover transport out in front of Booster 15. They had attempted to mount it several times at Mega Bay and then wound up with issues mounting it on the pad. It's unknown what the issue was, but Starbase surfers reported on X it appeared that workers were having to do some work atop Booster 15. Once the HSR was removed at the pad, poor Booster 15 had been out at Pad A all alone for almost a week. And sure enough, the original launch date of February 28th was delayed. And here you can see the cool footage from SpaceX of the fog bank that set in at Starbase. Rocket Lab stocks crashed shortly after their earnings report when they announced a slight delay in the initial launch of the reusable Neutron Rocket. Rocket Lab announced during that earnings call that they still intend to launch the Neutron Rocket later this year, but later in the year. Launch hardware already exists in Wallops Island, Virginia Launch Complex for the Neutron Rocket. We're praying for the success of Neutron. The FAA approves launch license for SpaceX Starship IFT-8 or Flight 8 on February 28, 2025, but keep mishap investigation from IFT open. It's an odd move for the FAA to issue the launch license for Flight 8, but refusing to close the investigation into IFT-7 mishap. IFT-8 is go for launch no sooner than 3/3/25. Astroforge's Odin asteroid space probe, which was a CubeSat that rode shared on the Intuitive Machines IM-2 launch by SpaceX on February 27th, is tumbling slowly and uncontrolled away in space. Controls have regained contact a few times, but without the proper attitude control, the batteries have limited abilities to maintain vehicle communications without steady solar panel aiming. Controllers have been unable to bring a halt to the slow tumble of the Odin CubeSat, and it's feared to be lost. The Blaze Star, or T Coronae Borealis, or TCRB, may go supernova in the night sky, making it appear brighter than normal. You can find the Blaze Star right below the Big Dipper. It rises in the east during March. Link to the full article is in the expanded description on this video. This week, coming in at number 5, Russia's Progress M30 arrived at the International Space Station on March 1st, 2025, carrying supplies and spacesuits. This is the 91st Russian resupply mission to the International Space Station. The Hubble Space Telescope imaged the Veil Nebula seen in this photo. The photo is available for download from NASA. You can read more about the photo in the article, which is linked in the full video description. SpaceX got the Starlink simulators on board Ship 34, and check out this video of the cool door, which appears to have a greatly improved closing mechanism. Shortly thereafter, the doors of Mega Bay rolled open to reveal Starship 34 to Starbase. On the afternoon of March 2nd, 2025, Starship 34 was moved to the launch pad A at Starbase. We are still on schedule for a launch on Monday, 3/3/25 at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. That is 6:30 Eastern Time. There is a 1-hour launch window. If they fail to launch tomorrow or today, it will be the first time they performed a full stack, then launch the next day. Perhaps this is part of a rapid reusability test. The stack is happening as we speak. Launch tomorrow. SpaceX has launched 3 Falcon 9 rockets since our last episodes, bringing their annual total launches as of editing this video to 24. Those missions launched this week includes 2 Starlink launches and of course the launch of the Intuitive Machines lunar lander. The launch you are watching here is from the Intuitive Machines lunar lander launch. 2 of the launches were from Kennedy Space Center and 1 of the launches was from Vandenberg. This is the IMT launch from Kennedy Space Center. Here the Falcon 9 is approaching supersonic speed as it accelerates from the launch pad to approach max Q. It's flying up into the atmosphere here. Here you can see the expanded plume just before MECO. And here comes MECO, main engine cutoff, bada boom. Stage separation confirmed. Second stage ignition. 1. This was the first of 2 burns, and you can see that beautiful glow as that Merlin vacuum engine ignites, and you can see the curvature of the Earth in the background. This launch was just after sunset, and you can see the curvature of the Earth there in the background. That's incredible. Here comes the, I guess this is the landing burn because I think I edited out the reentry burn, but here comes the landing burn of the first stage coming up. Oh, nope, that's a separation of the fairing halves, and there you see the lunar lander ready to be deployed there, the Intuitive Machines lunar lander. Here comes the landing burn on the Falcon 9's first stage as it comes down to land on a short fall of gravitas, SpaceX's automated drone ship. And that's a successful landing on a first or short fall of gravitas. Bada bing, another successful landing. And then we pick back up here after the second stage burn, and we see the deployment of Intuitive Machines lunar lander on its way to the moon. And the tiny CubeSat just to the right that's still attached there to the second stage, that's actually the asteroid CubeSat that went amok that we talked about earlier in the video. And it was deployed a little bit after the lunar lander, but the lunar lander getting deployed here is crazy. You can see the sun reflecting off of the foil on the lunar lander. That's that brightness you see. It's not the sun. That's actually the sun's reflecting off the lunar lander. It's just an incredible shot here of the departure of the Intuitive Machines lunar lander from SpaceX's second stage. Another lunar lander on the way to the moon. Things are starting to heat up in the old moon race. Coming in at number 1 this week, Firefly Space's Blue Ghost lunar lander prepares to go for touchdown on the moon.
Go. Com. Go. Ground software.
Go.
Flight software.
Flight software is go.
AVI.
AVI is go.
VNS.
VNS is go.
GNC.
Go.
FIDO.
Go.
Prop.
Go.
TCS.
Go.
Systems.
Go.
C.
Go.
FC.
Go.
All consoles Blue Ghost lander is a go for power descent initiation.
I edited down the actual landing of the Blue Ghost lander because it was an extended process. But here in this animation, they show you how the engines were lit to achieve their deceleration burn to decelerate from orbit to actually landing on the surface of the moon.
All consoles flight on ops and abort is no longer possible. Payload verify 49.4. Copy. Verified.
11 meters up. Vehicle
Contact.
shutdown.
3 contact sensors tripped.
Engine shutdown confirmed.
Power's nominal vehicle is charging.
IMU reports lunar gravity and it is stable.
Falcon, Chief Engineer on Ops. Y'all select the landing. We're on the moon.
Firefly Aerospace just became the first commercial company in history to complete a fully successful moon landing. Congratulations to the entire team. This is such an incredible feat for Firefly, NASA, our nation, and the world as we pave the way for a lasting lunar presence. Congratulations, Bridget.
Here at SNT, we want to sincerely congratulate the entire team at Firefly Aerospace on this massive accomplishment. It's a proud achievement for them and the United States of America. It was cool that they got to show their telemetry, which include their landing pads with sensors to indicate contact, much like the contact lights on the lunar excursion modules during the Apollo program. That was pretty cool. Once the lander was on the ground, it then began transmitting data and images. And one of the images you'll see at the end of this video. The onboard scientific payloads are being deployed over the next 14 days. We hope to accumulate a wealth of information to help astronauts return to the moon on the Artemis program. If you haven't already seen it, you can check out Tim Dodd's cool video where he debunks all the crazy flat earther theories and about fake moon landings. The link to that video is above. You can click it to go there. And here is Firefly's awesome image that captured the shadow of the Firefly cast by the sun, and you see the Earth rising in the background. Well, that's it for this week, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next week on SNT.
60 seconds. That's one small step for